act like you're just talking to somebody out there.
Right. We're here with East Tennessee music scene on the rise, and we've got Bruno and Lynn. They are a country duo.
Outlaw country.
Outlaw country.
Outlaw
okay.
country. Yeah.
We got outlaw country duo here, and just gonna ask them a few questions about their lives in music. So, first one would be, how did you guys get started?
We've both done music all of our lives. I mean, I've done it since I was probably like 5 years old. Lori probably about the same, and but we've been married 25 years. So when we got married 25 years ago, we just kind of put our music together, and that started Bruno and Lynn.
So you guys are you from around this area, or did you kind of come into East Tennessee region from other places?
I've been I was born and raised in Loudoun County, raised up in Lenore City. I've been here all my life. Lori, on the other hand, she's been 3 or 4 different places, but she's a native Tennessean though. She was born in Memphis, so.
Oh, nice. That's cool. So you guys both play guitar, right?
Right.
How long have you been playing guitar?
I got my first guitar when I was actually about 3 years old, and just banged and banged and banged. But when I was 5 years old, got my first Elvis album for Christmas, and I said, "Oh wow, this is it. This is what I want to do." And even at 5, because I thought Elvis was the greatest thing in the world, still do. I would put an Elvis album on, and I'd hear James Burton, who plays for Elvis, so he'd do this lick, and I said, "Okay, now how did he do this?" And then I'd sit down and try to figure that out on my little old guitar, and that's just basically how I taught myself. I've got kind of a unique style, I guess, of the way I play.
What are some of your influences in your sound as Bruno and Lynn?
Everything from Hank Williams Sr. to ZZ Top. I mean, I think Billy Gibbons, ZZ Top, one of the greatest guitar players of all time. I mean, for a 3-man band, the music he can make. But we just we do a little bit of everything. Waylon Jennings, you know, Waylon had his own style. I was fortunate enough to work with Waylon 91, 92, 93. Probably one of the greatest times of my life working with Waylon Jennings.
It's quite a few influences on your musical style.
Yeah. I mean, we do. You come see Bruno and Lynn, you liable. Lori will do everything from Patsy Cline to Stevie Nicks, and like I said, I'm Hank Williams to ZZ Top. You know, and it influences our writing a lot too. There's some good artists out there, not taking away. I respect all genres of music, but I don't think what's playing on your top radio stations, we won't name any station names, but I don't think that it ought to be considered country music. I think it ought to have its own genre, call it bro country or whatever you want to do, that's fine, but put on Waylon Jennings, or you put on Merle Haggard, or you put on Willie Nelson, and you put on one of these new guys. I think you need to be seasoned and believe in what you're singing about. You can't have an 18-year-old kid sitting at a bar singing about his girl that slipped and broke his heart when the kid ain't old enough to sit at the bar and start with. You know, and I mean, I've actually seen that in a video. The guy's not even old enough to be in there, but that's the video they shot. And I think you've got to live what you sing, or have lived what you sing, and believe in the songs you sing. I don't think you ought to sing a song just because somebody says, "Okay, you need to sing this song." You know.
That's what most artists that we've talked to so far have kind of put out there, that everything that they put out in their music is personal experiences and how they felt at one point in their life or another.
That's true.
So you got to have some kind of emotional feeling to it.
Both of us has probably lived 99.9% of what we've sung, and our mamas, bless their hearts, Mama tried. Yeah. If they knew half the things we probably had done, we'd really be in trouble. But hey, we've survived this long.
I think most of us could say that. If our mothers could know what we did in our childhood, they would be.
That's a different video interview.
Yeah, that's a whole other. Yeah, that's a whole other. That's a movie right there. So
where have you guys played at around this area?
What?
Where we played? Well, when we first met, I had been going back and forth to Nashville and working there, and I was playing on Chapman Highway though too, and he was in from being on the road and heard about Lynn, so he stops in at the little bar I was singing at there. It's a place called Joy Sunset Sports Bar. It's not there anymore. And he come in there, and that's where we met. And after that, then we played at a little place down there called Daniel's Bar and Grill, and we played there. And from then on, let's see, we played, we did up and down the East Coast in Florida for a while. That was a lot of fun. And
a lot of hotel lounges and things like that. And we went back recently. We went back and got to play Daniels again after all these years. You know, they quit having music there, and that was really fun. It's kind of like going back home for a little bit, you know, because that's where we basically started playing together first. And
Carnival Cruise Lines.
Yeah, we've performed on Carnival cruise ships. A lot of the local clubs around Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Roane County, and everything. So just scattered out. I mean, we play. Tulsa, Oklahoma. We play anywhere we can play. If we're not booked, we'll book it. You know, so.
There's something to be said about having a duo. I mean, you guys are playing off each other as well as playing to the crowd.
Right. And we can practice just driving down the road in the front seat of the truck, you know, as far as the song and the vocals or whatever, you know. So.
Anyway, when we started out, also when I was 12, I got a good gig playing on the Louisiana Hayride in Buddy City, Louisiana.
Oh,
and
nice.
I was 12 when I started there, and that's one of the places Elvis played. And it was fun. This man that worked with my mom got me the interview, and I got to be a regular on their show. So that was great. There's like 1,000 people, you know, in the auditorium there, and it was a regular Saturday night radio show. So that was a lot of fun. So I sang there, and then all the local fairs and the state fairs. Any talent show I could be in, it was a lot of fun. And then when I graduated high school, I moved to Houston, and Houston, Texas, and Ray Doggett was a producer that found me or whatever, and I was singing at a barbecue, and he produced me for a while. And then when I moved to Nashville years later, Buddy Sherrill, who did a lot of work for Tanya Tucker and a lot of other stars, I did some work with him as well. And
where are some of the places you guys would like to play in the future? Would you like to go to different states further away from East Tennessee region?
What we would like to do is get back on the Carnival cruise ship. I think Carnival cruise playing on the cruise ship is play 4 or 5 hours a day, and then it's a vacation for the rest of the day. You know,
Oh, yeah.
it's you know. And but my mom, reason we're not traveling out very far. My mom, she's got early stages of Alzheimer's, and I never really knew how bad this disease, or what you want to call it, is, or how it affects people until it really hit close to home, you know. And but we really just right now try to play around close in, you know, the East Tennessee area, just around, so that we can.
There's no place like home, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I love playing for the hometown folks and the area folks, but just trying to stay closer to home, just so, you know, we can be close to my mom and everything right now.
Family should come first.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure Carnival will always be there, so we'll just cross that bridge down the road.
No matter where we've ever played, there's no place like home.
Oh, of course.
You know, this is always be home.
And we've got the mountains and everything, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. So, you know.
And the people.
But a lot of times it's harder to get booked sometimes in your own really hometown than it is to go out or whatever.
We stay busy as we want to be.
It seems like on the area music scene, and I guess before we really started getting out doing things, we were a part of the circle. It seems like you got, you know, several bands that or they form like a circle among so many different venues or whatever, and that's about the only bands that go through and play in these places. And it's really hard to kind of wedge your way in to, you know, I guess to play that venue or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but we've been kind of lucky though in that aspect where once somebody's heard of us, they've give us a chance to come in and play, and then once we played there, they've wanted us back. So that's a good thing, I guess. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
They didn't throw us out. So,
It's always a good thing.
Well, my favorite part about performing and playing, not only is it my whole life, you know, it's a connection with the people, you know. So find a song that that the people can identify with and sing to those people, and then you know you'd have a whole crowd, a whole room full of people, and then when all of a sudden people turn around or something, and you have this contact with them, and you know that you're singing to their heart, you're connecting with them, and that's why I do what I do. You know, it's an exchange here, you know, with the crowd, with the people, and if you can
bring the emotions out of people. You know,
yeah, touch their heart, sing their song, you know, something that they really identify with, and that's fulfilling to me, you know.
So can you guys pass along some of the places where people can listen to you guys? Are you on Reverb Nation, SoundCloud, any of that stuff?
www.brunoandlorylynn.com is our website. I keep our calendar on there.
We're in the process right now
We're
of
on
doing
Reverb Nation, we're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
As many of the links as we can for your guys' music and
Okay.
your bio and everything like that.
Okay.
And we appreciate you guys coming in and talking to us here at the Open Chord. The Open Chord's been great for our video series here, and we appreciate them very much for letting us do this.
Yes.
Every Saturday we can get in here. And we appreciate you guys coming in to talk to us.
Hey, we appreciate you.
Thank you
Appreciate
for
what you're
having
doing for the East Tennessee music scene, and
Yeah.
Open Chord. Got to give them thumbs up too, because I use them for about all of our stuff now. So
Fixing this guitar.
great place, great place.
So thanks for coming in, Bruno and
Hey,
Laura Lynn.
thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Good.